On Friday night, 24 coaches stepped forward to participate in what we now know as the Electric Football World Championships Open Tournament. This Open Tournament took 24 coaches from pulling a team out of a box, pulling bases out of a box, and building a team right here at the convention for use throughout a tournament, which went approximately 14 hours on Saturday and completed this morning. You might want to say this is truly the 11-man Ironman competition, and these two coaches that you're about to meet here in a little while are the two last coaches standing from that Ironman tournament. As you can see here, the open playoffs have a wide mix of veteran and rookie coaches who went through training camp. They went through a preseason. They went through a 6-game regular season, a 16-game single elimination playoff, and stand here today warming up on the practice field for what should be a great game. The format is simple. 4 plays on offense, 4 plays on defense. That's all you get. Again, for what has been a great tournament, I'd like to thank Tudor Games. I'd like to thank the Miniature Football Coaches Association. I'd like to thank the Tournament of Champions for all their great work. And I'd like to send out a personal thanks to each and every one who made the trip here to Dallas, Texas for what has been a great convention. Thank you. Charges caught in the air.
Tails.
That was heads?
I said tails.
Tails. It is a head. All right.
Keith Chalmers take possession.
Keith Chalmers, you're on offense. Or you want to go first or last?
Going last.
Going last. All right. Chargers first on offense.
Okay.
Pick a direction.
I'm going to go this way.
All right. John. Not quite. Let it ride. What you got, Coach?
Okay. 25 has the ball.
All right, here we go. Yeah, all right. Got 3 yards on the play. Play 2. Sure thing, coming in. All right, so again, this is a 4-play. 4 plays is all they get. There are no first downs. So they can go drive 25 yards. The catch is, though, if he scores, let's say he scores on this play, he can go back to the 25 and try and score again. And you can score as many times as you can within the 4-play allotted format. So this is play 2. His first play was a run for 3 yards, trying to see what the Colts had up the middle. So on 2nd down, looks like the Chargers may come out again. John Hadel has been red hot as quarterback for the Chargers during the playoffs. He started out a little slow in the early going, and then really picked it up quite a bit going through the tail end of the season last night. When a lot of other coaches run out of gas, the Chargers picked it up quite a bit and rode that wave all the way to where they are here this morning. And of course, going up against the very legendary veteran coach, Big Salty Keith Chalmers, who is very methodically and patiently staging his defense on the field. And again, for Keith, what has been sort of old hat for the coach, a long-time participant in these type format tournaments. But he has also shared of his knowledge and expertise with a lot of the young coaches. He's on the line. Can't pivot on the line.
Oh, I knew that. 1 pivot.
All right.
Do I get to adjust to that?
Yes. Let's call, Coach.
Quarterback has the ball.
Your switch. All right. This will be a short pass from Hadel to 80. Looks like it's going to be number 87. Complete. You'll notice Sheeter using the thumb pass method.
No, he's not touching. He's touching. You check that.
There is space.
Oh. Okay, go ahead. Do what you gonna do.
The offense goes first. There is space. The rules also included turn and burn, which was also not typical of the 4-play format in the past. However, now the turn and burn concept has come in to allow for higher scoring in some of these tournament games. And it has paid very good dividends to provide some very exciting matchups in what is typically been a pretty quiet tournament here. But you've seen a lot of tremendous passing efforts. All right, that's a hit.
Over, man.
To the 15. All right, Chargers taking a methodical approach. This will be play number 3. Plenty of time on the clock at 14:39. $16 points throughout the entire tournament. So the Chargers have a very tall order against a very formidable defense here. Colts offense has pretty much been under Keith Chalmers. He's pretty much been a one-shot and done. However, you can see here he does have a look of concern on this Charger offense. And it's also not uncommon to see the coach bring his whole team in for a little bit of a pep talk, typically at about a point like this after a big play by the opponent. But as we can see here, Coach Chalmers is staying very reserved, staying very focused, considering his options, considering his moves. But for the Chargers, Lance Allworth, number 19 on the left-hand side of your screen, has had an excellent tournament. And Keith Lincoln has been quite a force coming out of the backfield, also on the left-hand side of your screen. For the Colts, the defense, the secondary is key. They don't give people up too easily. They are very well disciplined. They played very well. And this is also about the time that you might see Keith Chalmers, as you see there. He is trying to turn up the heat a little bit with that pass rush. And we're just about set for play 3. Quarterback off the cuff. Yes, sir.
Ready? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, we have an adjustment. Hadel came to the line, had to wave his arms. Colts, what you got, sir?
Quarterback.
Here we go.
Lance Allworth.
Allworth in the end zone. Big play. Incomplete. Last play coming up. The coaches are setting up. Don't forget about the electric coach. The electric coach here, kind enough to do all the filming and all the video footage. You've seen some great video this year from the convention. Please remember to subscribe to the electric coach for everything for your electric football entertainment, from watching games to educational seminars and a little bit of levity in between. Please make sure to check out the electric coach. All right, Coach Sheeter's last play on offense. He's got 15 yards to try and punch it in. He may also attempt a field goal if he wishes. Try and put points on the board, but it looks like Sheeter has told his offense, no guts, no glory. They're going out guns a-blazing, or would that be guns a-charging? The interesting part behind the team named Chargers is that it's not named for anything to do with electricity. They were actually named for their original old owner, Baron Hilton, owner of the Hilton Hotel chain, who had a love of Charger horses, which is why the original logo was the profile of a Charger horse. However, the Bolts, well, they just look cool, don't they? All right, Coach, what's the call? Defense is set.
Quarterback.
Quarterback got it off the switch. 11 is out of bounds.
And he's
Allworth is Allworth. Yes. 25. All right. Hadel looking for the halfback. Incomplete. A little too high. That 4 plays ends the Chargers' run on offense.
You going this way? Yeah.
Interesting history. They originally were part of the All-American Football Conference, which played from 1946 to 1949, playing as the Baltimore Colts, as everyone remembers. And they were not a very good franchise, but they had some deep pockets, which is why the NFL was very interested in adding them when 3 former AAFC teams merged into the National Football League. Do you know which 3?
Browns, Steelers, Colts.
Oh, you got 2 out of 3, Mo. The Steelers were already in the NFL in 1949.
Right.
So your third team was the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, I thought they were already in the NFL.
They were an AAFC team and perennial powerhouses throughout, because before the days of our current and popular Cleveland Cavaliers, in the 40s, the team to beat in Cleveland were the Browns, who had won every AAFC championship and 3 of the 4 years played the 49ers.
History lesson. I didn't know 49ers was like that. I thought they were like a 50s franchise, right?
Well, they came to prominence in the 50s, but in the 40s they were also known for a very wide open offense.
Oh, the 49ers were in the 40s?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes. As part of the AAFC.
Okay.
Colts offense is set. Peyton Manning at quarterback for the Colts. The Colts offense, Keith Chalmer liked to use his personnel selections are mostly from the 90s Colts teams after they made the move to Indianapolis back in 1983.
Had to tweak this team.
But you will see a couple of familiar faces. And for this tournament, Reggie Wayne has been the big story on offense for the Colts. While the Charger defense, Keith Lincoln, who has played fullback, is also quite the terror on defense and has made a lot of tackles in this tournament.
Good set.
All right, defense is set. Edgerrin James makes a step. Big Gino Marchetti with a step. All right. Edgerrin James off the switch. Defense gets a switch. Edgerrin James gets an escort. Hit at the 17. Now the fun part behind that last play was just exactly as you saw, that sometimes, as in to use some basketball terminology, electric football players will get an assist. That assist will typically come from a member of their own team, typically a blocker, who might, if they're looking to deviate and maybe go out of bounds, that assist by a fellow teammate will put them back on the road to the promised land. One of the great nuances of electric football that you really can't prepare for and you really can't plan for, but again, where a lot of people say these players really do have a mind of their own. All right, setting up for play 2. Nice gain of 8 by Edgerrin James on that run play. And Peyton Manning having a little conference with his backs and receivers at around midfield, trying to figure out what that's about. But that, again, that's a Keith Chalmers tradition, trying to keep the opponent guessing. But a little more on the history of the Colts, since their history was a little bit up and down. The franchise originally from the AAFC days went bankrupt. And when the NFL came in, the NFL basically gave them what we know today as a bailout and brought them in as a franchise. However, that didn't go very well either, because the first year the Colts were in the NFL, they did not do much at all until the arrival of a guy we all know by the name of Johnny Unitas. Johnny Unitas and company went on along with the coach Weeb Eubank, and the Colts went to pretty much be who could arguably be described as the team of the 50s, unless you're a New York Giants fan or a Cleveland Browns fan. Depends on who you ask. All right, play 2 coming up for the Colts. Peyton Manning in shotgun formation. Pivot. 2 pivots.
Nobody on the line.
Nobody on the line. Adrian James takes a pivot. All right, Lenny Moore checks in the game. He takes a pivot. Lenny Moore is a long-time name that we haven't heard. Adrian James again off the corner. Here we go. Adrian James again makes the cut and hit again. Big hit made by Stan Brock to get to the 5. Nice gain of 12 on that one. Colts playing very methodical football here. This is play 3 for the Colts offense. Now, we need to talk about something here that has arisen in a couple of the games previous. Coach, what do you do in overtime? So how overtime works for this one, and we've got a few coaches here who can attest to it, you'll get a single play from the 25-yard line. You may kick a field goal or try and go for the end zone. Another note here, there are no extra points. There's nothing automatic. You got to earn everything. So the only thing you can do in the event you do score a touchdown is go for a 2-point conversion. There's nothing free in this Ironman tournament, which is what has made it very compelling. All right, Colts offense getting ready. Charger defense now taking a cautious approach, being very careful and trying to get an eye on where everyone is. Coach Sheeter not looking too very concerned about the progress and activity of one Adrian James, and still trying to make sure he's got accountability for all the Colts' powerful receivers, giving them a great deal of attention on the line. Do not underestimate, however, these have been some unsung heroes here of this tournament. This Colt offensive line has done a tremendous job. Peyton Manning has not been put on the turf yet this series. It's been that kind of tournament. The guys just love to play. All right, again with another issue with the clock, but we appear to have some things worked out. All right, play 3 coming up. Adrian James off the switch, straight on. Defense gets a switch on a run play. Here we go. Behind and hit at the 2. Last play. This last play, we have a 4th and goal from the 2. Adrian James went inside this time. People didn't think he had it in him, but Adrian James was quite a good inside runner. Had quite a bit of muscle and power. However, that Charger...
Hey, commish, I can switch bases, right?
What you mean?
I can switch bases on players.
You need to make quick? All right. You got plenty of time. Timeout call. Go ahead and make an adjustment. Defense, if you wish to do anything like that, please go ahead.
2.
2 is fine. You may notice that you did see Keith Chalmers adjust. actually physically change a few of the bases before this next play. Again, that's the reason why we gave people a lot of extra time, is again to realize and make adjustments like this on the fly. Kind of adds an extra wrinkle to the open tournament, maybe something that you really can't do in a typical game, but since this game is also about learning as well as playing, that it's something that's been incorporated into the rules here. All right, Coach Chalmers digging in, has a little pep talk with his quarterback. We get set for this last play of what has been an unbelievable tournament. This will be the last series play for what has been for the last 36 hours. An amazing tournament. And whatever way it goes, these are two great coaches who both should be commended for their efforts this weekend. And as we wait for the final setups, and of course as luck would have, the coach gets a call. All right, so the closest thing you can set up here now from what the Colts are doing to a power I. There is no stacking in this tournament. So what Coach Chalmers has devised here is their equivalent of an I formation. For those of you who appreciate a good, strong running game and power offense, it is possible even in this environment. Coach Chalmers looks to be ready with the offense. And he's got his triple threat quarterback on the field. This could be something. What's the call, Coach? All right, we have one pivot. Again, Edgerrin James looking to make the move. Can he make the move? He's going to let 32 run it. Big drama, defense, your switch. He's going to let 32 run. Here we go. James inside. James, touchdown! Touchdown, Colts. And that, as they say, ends an unbelievable series. Amazing game. Gentlemen, can we get a picture together? Can we get a picture together? Please, stand by, Coach. Please, get some pictures here. Yeah. All right. And what has been an excellent game. Coach Chalmers and his Colts defeat the San Diego Chargers by Mark Sheeter. 6-0. Pete Chalmers is the 2017 Electric Football Open champion. Very good. And we will take a momentary break while we adjourn up to the stage. Mr. Doug Strong, please report to the stage. Okay. That was a great game. Great game. Ain't nobody did what you tried to do, man. Except one pass. Great game. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a talk here. I got Mark Sheeter here real quick.
NFL legend. No. Where? I'm trying to see the name there.
Yeah. Oh, it's Mark Sheeter.
I got Mark Sheeter here with me. Coach, great game out there today. How'd it go for you?
But I've been here for 28 years. I played it.
I know it hurts.
I had no expectations. Playing the legend, Keith, and great game. Had a great time.
You did, and I mean, you got to say, tell a little at home about your experience from Friday night, talking to today. Kind of give us a little recap.
These guys are awesome here. They're just, every one of these guys is just incredible. They teach everything they know, from tweaking your bases to running plays and the whole 9 yards or 10 yards.
There you go, right? You got it.
One question.
Yeah.
Edgerrin James was breaking to the outside, 3 straight plays. What was your answer to that?
Linebacker.
Your outside linebacker, you assigned to that role?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we're going to turn it over now to the new.
Beat up on them too, like you came over and beat up on these.
All right.
You get in the kids tournament with that one too.
It has been a chaotic locker room over here in the Colts locker room. They are partying like there's no tomorrow. Those little plastic guys are having a great time. It's a great release. And I've got the coach right here who made it all happen. Pete Chalmers, Big Salty. Tell me about this weekend.
Touchdown.
That's been the story. That's been the story. That has been the story. It has been a one and done setup. He's got some new fans. As you're looking at the new face of the hobby there, wave to the camera there. There you go, right there. Awesome stuff. Great job, Coach. Appreciate it. Excellent job. Sit tight. We'll do the appropriate presentation in a minute. All right, again, this is a coach who went from taking it out of the box to winning a championship with them. Great job again, Coach. We'll do the trophy presentation up here on the stage. All right. Anybody seen Doug?
He's eating lunch.
Yeah,
You eating lunch?
You're just jealous.
We'll do it.
Hey, what's up? Let me call you back. Hold on. Wait.
He says a worship for lunch.
Coach Chalmers is not talking to his team. He's talking on the phone. He's got the phone. He's got the phone inside the box of his players.
Okay.
So he's not crazy.
What'd you say, sir, Mo?
It's like he was talking to your players.
Yeah, that was a